Now, live from Seattle, this is Q13 Fox News This Morning.
Well, you know what? The Battle of the Bulge is on this week with people scarfing down Christmas meals that can have a total of 4,000 whopping calories. Mark's hanging out with a special guest who's got some healthy holiday ideas for you. How's it going over there, guys?
Oh, this is so fun, Angela, because I'm here with Roberta Schwartz Wennik, and she's been here before. She is a Seattle area culinary nutritionist and has some really good ideas to prevent the holiday weight gain. Roberta, thanks for being here once again.
It's a pleasure.
So I'm notoriously the guy that has 7 cups of eggnog and just has 4 helpings of the main course. Start us out with, okay, we got invited to a holiday meal. What do we need to know?
The typical holiday meal is loaded with fat, loaded with calories, and you're overdoing it even to begin with, and you're appetizing. The appetizers are what potentially do you in before you even got into the main course. My recommendation to you is don't go hungry. And if you, in order not to go hungry, a suggestion would be maybe have some yogurt, and then have, this is actually a very good product that's just come out from General Mills called Fiber One. Put some fiber on it. All right, so you're going to fill up a little bit before you go there. You could have string cheese, have some water, because fiber needs to have something to hydrate.
So you're saying if you put some good stuff in your fuel tank before you go, you're going to avoid overeating on all those calories.
Right.
Okay.
And I really love Smart Water because of the fact that it is so clean and crisp, so you'll enjoy the drinking of it. But I'll also recommend to you that when you're making a cup of coffee or tea for your meal, make it with this. It is, because it's vapor distilled, it is a really clean flavor. And it's obviously going to help you to be hydrated because of the electrolytes in it. Okay. But okay, so now we're set, right? You're going to the meal. Now, whether it's your meal or you're invited to a meal, at least now you're not going to go in so ravenous that you're just going to attack the hors d'oeuvres.
Sure.
All right. Typical hors d'oeuvres. This is, okay, pigs in blankets and the quiche, and this is so much fat in here. Yeah. There's other ways of doing it. You could end up having a fantastic relish tray. I put on some olives, some corn on the cob, just so that these little baby corns, just so that it is attractive and gets them over to the vegetable tray.
So most of it is good, and then you have some dressing here.
Did you notice though?
Fat-free.
Everybody loves ranch dressing, but you don't have to have full fat. You can go with the fat-free. Another suggestion actually is very, very good is sweet gherkins wrapped in low-fat Italian salami.
Really?
Marvelous mouthfeel and taste, and you end up by being very, very satisfied with a lot less.
Okay.
People don't realize that if you go with the stronger flavors, you will need less.
Okay.
But in any case, you're going to probably be drinking alcohol. It's a party, right?
Folks do.
They do, and that is so dehydrating. Alcohol is so dehydrating. And you don't have to drink every time you've got something in your hand. It doesn't have to be alcohol.
Yeah.
You could consider having some other drinks. Smart Water is certainly a good idea. You can have vitamin water. What I like about the Vitamin Water Revive, it's got potassium in it. And the potassium helps with the fluid balance, which you're going to have a problem. There's probably a tendency to have higher salt foods here.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the sparkling ciders, like you know, the Martinelli sparkling cider.
Okay.
Good stuff.
That's true, and you could you want a little bit of alcohol, you could put that in the middle. Yeah. Works fine. But now we're into the main course.
Okay.
And actually, the ham, the roast beef, the turkey, that's not the thing that's going to do you in. It's all the side dishes that are going to do you in.
Okay.
Okay. The yams. What's the typical yam you have? It's yams with marshmallows on the top and butter, and so it's high fat. It's a lot of sugar.
It's so good, though.
But you know what? Yams are so naturally sweet.
They are. Yeah.
But I'll tell you how to make it even sweeter. Is that you roast them. Roast them with a little olive oil, a little thyme. Put some pancetta on, and then craisins. Craisins good for you. Okay, they're cranberries that have got the antioxidants in them.
And pancetta, for those of us who tell us, again, that's a ham, cured ham?
It's a cured ham that tastes somewhat like bacon. You could use bacon, but it's just got a more rich flavor to it. All right? String beans. What's a typical string bean? It's the string bean casserole with the cream of mushroom soup and the fried onion rings.
Sure.
Okay? You could easily do the sautéed string beans with, I do just a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of cumin, and then top it with some heart-healthy almonds.
Wow.
And you get the crunch, which is what you're doing for the fried onions, but you get a much healthier dish from it.
So for those beans, do you just put a little oil in there and then just kind of fry them to give them a little crisp?
Well, fry is the wrong word. Sauté.
Sorry, sauté.
Sauté, you know, because people think they're deep frying. You're just putting a little bit just to get the life in them. Cranberry sauce. Okay, everyone's got to have cranberry sauce, but there's normally so much sugar in it. Do you notice I put in oranges? Chop up some oranges.
Oh.
Put some orange juice in. Use your natural sugars instead of just loading it up with sugar. And so you're much healthier cranberry sauce.
And that brings us to dessert.
To dessert, yes.
Is that a meringue? Is that what this is?
Yes, it is. That is, you make meringue cups, and then you fill it with cherry pie filling.
Oh, wow.
So you have no fat. Finally, okay, you've gone through having all your fat for the meal. You finish it off, and it actually is very much cleaner in the mouth.
Wow. So the crust is where a lot of the fat is. The
very
lard
much
and
so. There's
everything.
no way to make a really good pie crust without having a lot of lard and fat.
Well, this is great ideas. Roberta, thank you so much for being
Such
with
a
us once
pleasure.
again. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to have a little something before the big meal, Angela, so that I don't put down 7,000 calories like I normally do. Back over to you.
Is that how you work it? All
Yeah.
right, Mark. Well, if you've saved your gift wrap